everybody to my show, The Movie Cabin of Dr. Mike Face. And I am Dr. Mike Face. And it's been a while since I made a video. It's actually been like two months. My last video was done in December, around before Christmas time, and I just haven't gotten around to making any more videos during this absence. I've just been working a lot, and every time I have a day off, I either have something I need to do or something I really want to do, like hang out with my friends or whatnot and buy movies. But I'm trying to get back into the groove of things now, and so I've accumulated a lot of videos since December, and a lot of these I got actually on Christmas. So let's just get started and let's get the ball rolling. First up is the complete legacy collection of the Wolfman. The first one starring Lon Chaney Jr. as the Wolfman and Claude Rains as his father. And I really like these. I was really glad I got this on Christmas, and I'm glad it came with the sleeve. And these movies are just great. I really enjoy all the Universal Monster movies. There's not really one bad one in the bunch. And I really like this collection. I haven't opened it yet, but I've seen all these at least once. Comes with the Wolfman, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Abbott and Costello meets the Frankenstein, Werewolf of London, and She-Wolf of London. And actually, that's the only one I haven't seen. So I'm probably going to open these up maybe in the summer or maybe before Halloween. Have a little marathon of these. So the Wolfman, the Complete Legacy Collection. Next, it's the Creature from the Black Lagoon Complete Legacy Collection, and I actually have all these on VHS, and I enjoy them all. Like I said, I enjoy every Universal Monster movie, and this is definitely a turning point for Universal Monster movies. They were doing underwater scenes and stuff like that. That was very new to do at that time. This one comes with the Creature of the Black Lagoon, Revenge of the Creature of the Black Lagoon, and The Creature Walks Among Us. So here's that, the Creature of the Black Lagoon Complete Legacy Collection. Up next, The Invisible Man, the Complete Legacy Collection. I really love the first one, directed by James Wales, and starring Claude Rains, I believe plays. Yeah, he plays the Invisible Man. And I just really dig this. I've always digged the Invisible Man as a kid, as a character, a lot. And this one, it comes with the Invisible Man, the Invisible Man Returns, the Invisible Woman, which I haven't seen, Invisible Agent, which I also haven't seen, and the Invisible Man's Revenge, which I've seen, Abbott and Costello meet the Invisible Man. So I'm looking forward to watching the ones I haven't seen and the ones I already have, because these, especially the first one, is just great. So, The Invisible Man, the Complete Legacy Collection. Up next, I also got for Christmas, along with Invisible Man, the Creature, and the Wolfman, the Mummy Complete Legacy Collection, and this one also comes with the sleeve, as long as the other ones I just showed you. And I do like these. I do have most of these on VHS, the classic Universal Monster Collection, and this one comes with the Mummy, the Mummy's Hand, the Mummy's Tomb, the Mummy's Ghost, the Mummy's Curse, and Abbott and Costello meet the Mummy. So awesome, the Mummy, the Complete Legacy Collection. Up next is Frankenstein, the Complete Legacy Collection. And this one, out of all of them, does not come with a sleeve, which is a little disappointing, but I'm still happy to have these. And Frankenstein, what has been said about it already, and The Bride, and I think this has to be my favorite franchise out of all the Universal Monsters. I just love all of these. This is just a great little movie series, and they really kept it. The continuity shakes here and there, but it's really solid. It's a really, compared to like even Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th, they lose something along the way, which this stays intact most of the time. But it comes with Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein, Son of Frankenstein, the Ghost of Frankenstein, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, House of Frankenstein, House of Dracula, Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. Not enough Frankensteins, huh? So here it is, the Frankenstein, the Complete Legacy Collection, and that's the end of the Universal Monster Complete Legacy Collection. I had Dracula in my September video. I got it during that time. Maybe I filmed a little after Halloween. So that's the end of that, and I do have them all now, which I'm happy. And for this box set, it's the Natalie Wood collection. I got it for $20 It was on sale, and it was marked down from 60. So I was really happy. I saw this, and only one of these videos I've seen, and I've known her due to the one that's on here, Sex and a Single Girl with Tony Curtis, Jamie Lee Curtis, his father, and I really liked it, and it made me interested in the rest of this. And I saw this box set and it was marked down to 20, and it's just very intriguing. And all these were released by Warner Brothers. It's a nice little box set, and it comes with Bomber B-52, which is like the earliest one on here. And it also comes with Cash McCall, Spenders in the Grass, Gypsies, Sex and the Single Girl, which is the only one I've seen on here, Inside Daisy Crawler. I can't wait to get around to seeing these. It's a nice little box set. It has all the original artwork, and I believe on the DVD. It hasn't opened this yet, and I've had this for a long time now. Looking forward to all these. Up next is this is the Monsters, the complete series. I bought this after Christmas with one of my paychecks, and I just had to have it. This is such a great show. I watched it throughout January and early February, and I'm done. I watched them all. I really dig this show. Has a lot of guest performances before they were even big, and some like not so big at the time. It had episode with Frank Gorshin, Pam Grier, Deborah Harry, Ashley Lawrence from the Hellraiser movies, Kirsty Cotton, Tom Noonan, tons of people. David Spade was in one episode, Steve Buscemi, Linda Blair, Adrienne Barbeau, and this was from the same creators of Tales from the Dark Side. And I happen to like this a little more. This is a little more my style. Dick Smith did all the special effects for every single episode, and had great writers, great directors. This show kept me interested the entire time. I love this show. If you love shows like Tales from the Dark Side, especially, or Tales from the Crypt, shows of that nature, those horror or sci-fi. This has a little bit of sci-fi in it too. Anthology. You'll love this, and this was just beautiful. Comes with all three seasons and 74 episodes, I believe, 72 actually, and it is beautiful. I waited for a long time for this to come out. I really hope that they make the Freddy's Nightmares TV show on DVD. Hopefully, because out of all the horror anthologies, that's my favorite. I think this is number two. Rank this number two. So here it is, the complete series, the Monsters DVD collection. Up next is I bought this at FYE. It's called Free Jack. It stars Emilio Estevez, Anthony Hopkins, and Mick Jagger from the Rolling Stones. And this was kind of like a spontaneous buy. I never heard of it, and then I saw it in the sci-fi section, and it looked very interesting. And I like the Rolling Stones. I like Anthony Hopkins, and Emilio Estevez out of the Sheen clan is my favorite out of the three, Martin and Charlie. I like them all, but Emilio is my favorite. I do believe this was also directed by the director of Young Guns. So, and I love those movies, so this was up my alley. It's a good science fiction movie. It's Emilio Estevez was a little Grand Prix race car driver, and he got killed during his during a race. And the future actually brings him. People from the future brings him to the future to use him as kind of like a host. Like when people die, they have this ability to save their mind in some type of computer, and within enough time, if they find like a host to live in, they could kind of like recycle their soul into their bodies. And Emilio Estevez, the Free Jack, is somebody that is brought from the past to the future to be a host, if you will. It's a fucking sick movie. Free Jack. Up next, little out of order here. I got Species. My friend bought these, and he said these were really good, and that interests me right off the bat. And it has a really good cast. Michael Madsen, who played Mr. Blonde in Reservoir Dogs, I really like him, was in this, and I forget the main actress in this, Natasha Henstridge. This was just a good like late '90s sci-fi flick. So that Species, and that is why I ended up getting Species 2, which also Michael Madsen reprises his role. and also Natasha Henstridge. Sorry for the pronunciation. Um, this I thought was just as good. I actually like the first one more, but I like this one too. I thought it was a good follow up, and I got which I thought originally I bought this Species the Awakening, which I thought was the third one, because like I wasn't really too familiar with the other ones, but this happened to be the fourth one, and I haven't checked it out yet. It does not have Michael Madsen or Natasha Henstridge in it, so I don't know. Maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll like it. I have to get the third one, so there's that. Up next, I got Lord of the Rings: Two Towers. I had the Fellowship, and I had Return of the King, and I just a month ago I had a little marathon of these. I liked these when they was first coming out. I love the Fellowship; it's my favorite out of all the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings movies. And just recently, I watched The Hobbit: Unexpected Journey and Desolation of Smaug. I haven't seen the third one yet, The Battle of the Five Armies, and I liked them not as much as these. These are really really good movies. Like at this time, The Matrix and Lord of the Rings were like the thing, and I was into all these. This I have to say is my second favorite out of all the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings movies. The Fellowship and this I just really enjoy. Return of the King is just as a good movie. I just think it gets a little sluggish and drags on a little bit, but it's still good. And my favorite scene in this definitely is the Battle of Helm's Deep. If any of you know what I'm talking about, so here it is: Lord of the Rings: Two Towers. Up next is Stanley Kubrick classic, A Clockwork Orange, starring Malcolm McDowell as Alex, leader of this Drew gang. I'm sure a lot of you out there know what this movie is. You know that it's good. Since I bought it, I haven't watched it yet, but I've seen it a bunch of times. I just need a day to get around to it. So Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange, great movie. Up next, I got Smoking Ace's Assassin's Ball unrated version, and I really like this one. I bought the first one. I liked it. They're really cool, hip movies, and this one I thought I heard it got a bad rap, and I watched it and I really really liked it. It didn't have all the same characters or anything, but I thought it was a great story and a great movie. It's just a good action flick and a great twist at the end, a double twist. So, Smoking Aces 2, Assassin's Ball. Up next, this movie I loved since I was a kid. Mark Singer as Dar. In Don Coscarelli, you might know him, the director of the four Phantasm films, The Beastmaster, and this is the rare Anchor Bay edition. I found this at FYE for like $9, and I don't usually show inserts, but for this one I will. Oh, I got the receipt in here still. Here it is. Such a great movie. It's really, really fucking good. If you like the Conan movies, this is the closest that you would ever get to it. I kind of like this movie a little better. It's about this king who has a son, and this evil priest who's getting exiled sends one of his witches to abduct the king's unborn son in a very weird magical manner. Like it's kind of like a strange abortion where the baby is transported into a cow, and then he gets born and then he gets saved. The witch is destroyed by his then adopted father, and he gets raised in this little village. And his father notices he has like this power to control or like communicate with animals. And then his village gets destroyed, and he goes on a revenge hunt for the I think they were called the Huns. I forget. And it's just a great movie how this guy reclaims his kingdom and everything. Dar, played by Mark Singer. There are three of these. The other two were not directed by Mark Singer. Well, both were starring Mark Singer, but they weren't directed by Don Coscarelli, and they're not as good. This is a solid, well-made, awesome film. And like I said, if you like Conan, the movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, this is the closest thing, and I happen to like this a little more. So, The Beastmaster. Up next, this is the fourth installment to the Highlander movies, Highlander Endgame. This was a double discer, and I never thought I would buy this because the other two, I liked the other 2 and 3, but they weren't as solid. And this one, I ended up liking. It's okay. It has its moments, and this one kind of ignores 2 and 3, and it kind of bridges the first one with the TV show because this has Michael Lambert again as Connor McLeod, and another character who starred in the show, Duncan McLeod, is in it. And it's not that I don't know. It's not that great. It's not that cool. I just thought it was a cool addition of anything. So, but the first one alone is great. It doesn't really require the series or the sequel. So here is Highlander: The Endgame. Up next is some of the movies I was buying around Christmas time. This is Silent Night, Deadly Night. That comes with 3, 4, and 5. Now I finally have all of these. There's 5 of them. I do wish to get them all on VHS because the tapes of these look really cool. I only have the 5th one, the Toy Maker. And I've seen 3, Silent Night, Deadly Night 3. Better watch out. It stars Bill Moseley. You might know him as Chop Top from Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, and also as Otis from the Rob Zombie House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. And he's a great horror movie actor. And this also comes to the 4th one, Initiation. I never seen the 4th one, so I didn't really like the 3rd one when I saw it. And I really love the 5th one. The first one's a perfect film. So next year around Christmas, I'm gonna watch all these. I probably have it's something that I could see myself getting into. So here it is, Silent Night, Deadly Night, 4, 5. Oh no, 3, 4, and 5. Up next is another Santa slasher film, Santa Sleigh, starring Goldberg. And this came out in the early 2000s, and I saw it a long time ago when I had Netflix, where you could actually like rent, get DVDs in the mail. I don't know if they still do that now. And I didn't like it so much then, but then I watched it. I bought this and I watched it, and I like it. And I just love Killer Santa movies, and this is in my definitely top 5 Killer Santa movies. So Bill Goldberg in Santa Sleigh. Up next is the last for the Christmas movies. Here's like a not so horror movie-ish movie called starring Dudley Moore and John Lithgow and this little Santa Claus the movie. I have the VHS and I always wanted to get on DVD. It's a good little movie with Santa Claus and you see the origin of Santa Claus and stuff. It's okay. Definitely gets a little like I don't know, like it's too lovey-dovey at scenes. But other than that, John Lithgow in this movie is like a he owns like a tycoon of toy stores, and he's kind of getting a bad reputation for his toys going bad. And he manipulates this elf that was kind of like exiled by Santa, and Santa has to go and stop him, sharing all his secrets. So I don't know, Santa Claus the movie. Next, this is a movie I got for Christmas, Leprechaun Origins, and I'm a big fan of Mark Jones' Leprechaun starring Warwick Davis and all the sequels. And I have not seen this, and I'm glad this one came with the sleeve. But I haven't seen this, and I heard about it for a while that Hornswoggle, the midget wrestler, was going to star in this, and I was quite intrigued. But I don't know. I definitely have. I haven't seen this yet, but my guess, I'm probably not going to like this as much. I have a feeling that I will like this, but Warwick Davis as Leprechaun is the Leprechaun. It's like you can't replace him. You know what I mean? It's like replacing Freddy. Robert Englund is Freddy Krueger. Doug Bradley is Pinhead. Um, Brad Dourif is Chucky Lee Ray. Charles Lee Ray. Like it's hard to replace them when those characters were set to such a high standards due to the actors that played them. Like really made the character. So I don't know. Around St. Patrick's Day, I'm gonna check this out. So Leprechaun's Origins. Up next, Toby Hooper's The Famous Texas Chainsaw Massacre. This is like a new edition. I did not have this. I had all the other ones and all its sequels, and I had not had this. And I really needed to get a good copy of this to complete my collection. So, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Last but not least, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, starring Cassandra Patterson as Elvira, beautiful woman. Today she's still beautiful, and I really love this movie. Really has like I get the same feeling from this movie that I do from like Pee Wee's Big Adventure. It just has that like that cult phenomenon that you can't really put down why you like it so much. It's something that just works without explanation. It just works. So Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. And that is, well, actually, I have one Blu-ray. One Blu-ray. The Town That Dreaded Sundown. And this actually comes with another movie called The Evictors. These were early forms of slasher movies. Both these, The Town That Dreaded Sundown and The Evictors, both came out in the early 70s. And these are really, really good movies. especially The Town That Dreaded Sundown, is based off a true story about this serial killer that had a bag on his head who is known to be really tall, called the Phantom, that was killing all these lovers and lovers laying down in Texas. And this cop they bring in to hunt him down is trying so hard to hunt him down, and you gotta check it out. It's directed by Charles B. Pierce, who also directed Grizzly, and it stars Don Wells from Gilligan's Island. These are really really good movies. You have not seen these, and you're a slasher fan. These are a must see because these are like proto slasher movies. These were really good and heavy ass movies for their time, real heavy. So that's it. All right, guys, that's the end. I'm gonna try to be making more videos, especially this month. My birthday's coming up pretty soon, and I got a lot more movies, but I was saving it for my next video. So look forward to it. I'm definitely gonna be making it soon. So you have a nice day.